Good morning, everyone. I'm Michele Carroll, and welcome to the News Diet. Today, I'm going to talk about the possible national railroad strike and what this would mean for our economy. Let's be informed so we can get on with our day. Before I start, I want to let you know that the show will be taking a break for a couple weeks while I take a little vacation and a little breather. I'm obviously a big believer in focusing on the world right in front of you more than global news cycles, so I'm actually looking forward to taking a little time off to be with family. I'll be back Monday, October 3rd, with more news bites to help you be more informed about what's going on in the world without the partisan fighting or fear-driven narratives. Until then, I hope you're also finding time to enjoy life outside the news. And most importantly, that you're hitting that subscribe button. Ongoing negotiations between major rail lines and their unions have yet to find common ground, which may lead to a workers' strike as early as tomorrow. This would be a big deal, as according to the Retail Industry Leaders Association, freight rail is responsible for 40% of long-distance shipping, and a delay in that could add a huge strain to the already stifled supply chains and stubborn inflation. Several railways have already announced a pause on certain shipments in anticipation. Also, commuter trains would be affected as well, preventing many commuters from getting around. Amtrak has already canceled cross-country trains in anticipation of a strike. So the dispute is between the freight industry and the labor unions of its workers. There are 12 unions representing 115,000 workers, and they're demanding better pay, benefits, and working conditions. 9 of them have already agreed to terms proposed by a presidential emergency board that was created by the White House a couple months ago in an attempt to help find a solution. This proposal includes a 24% pay increase that would be retroactive to 2020 and a bonus of $5,000. But the holdout unions want more regarding sick leave days, inflexible scheduling, and what they're saying are poor working conditions. And all unions need to agree to the terms. A strike would add a lot of stress to the economy. I've talked a lot about the global supply chain issues thanks to COVID lockdowns and the Russia-Ukraine war, and just yesterday I talked about the persistent inflation. So if we were to add a railroad strike to that, then things could get even hairier. Goods that are shipped via freight trains tend to be items that are used in early production stages, meaning materials or chemicals used to make other products, as opposed to shipping items that end up at a storefront or our front doors. So think of items like grain for bread, sand for gravel, or chemicals to purify water. So any delay in getting these types of goods can affect entire industries. One example is how the agriculture industry is starting harvesting season and needs a way to ship their crops. The Association of American Railroads estimates that a strike could cost the economy $2 billion a day. And however long a strike would last would actually add on more disruption time considering the slowdown and ramp-up of industries waiting for these goods. And it's not likely that other modes of shipping can effectively step in to pick up the slack. One freight train has the capacity of 400 semi-trucks, so it's not likely that other shippers have that kind of capacity. If needed, Congress could step in via the Under the Railway Labor Act, which would allow them to block or end a strike. But with a Democratic administration and Congress, they've been reluctant to use it considering the party's pro-union stance. Forcing the unions to accept the deals could be seen as a lack of support for the workers and rather helping out the carriers. And with midterm elections just a couple months away, they're likely trying to keep the support of pro-labor union voters. A couple other options that Congress does have is to extend the negotiation period or turn the negotiations over to an independent arbiter. Senate Republicans have expressed their desire to require the unions to accept the terms as laid out by the emergency board. They even tried to force a floor vote yesterday, but it was blocked by Senator Bernie Sanders, who believes the workers should continue to fight the terms they want. The last rail workers' strike was 30 years ago and only lasted a day before Congress established a board that required a resolution to be found within 65 days. Obviously, only time will tell if and how long a strike here would last, and subsequently the economic effects. You've just been informed, so now it's time to get on with your day. I'm Michele Carroll. Thanks so much for listening. If you enjoyed the episode and want to continue following a healthier alternative for staying informed, where I forgo partisan fighting and fear-driven narratives, then please be sure to hit that subscribe button, as of course you'll get more of this show in your feed, and also you'll be helping this new channel grow and reject sensational media. Thank you so much for your support, and I can't wait to see you in the next episode.